Well, Admiral Sergei is working as a captain today. Very hard. Just finished topping this thing over here. Don't ask me how I climbed on the top. Well, actually, there was a forklift involved that threw those tops on the top. And somebody wanted to see the trailer that I took from the American guy, so this is it. So that's Trail King with a super long gooseneck, and this guy has a dual kingpin. He can move the kingpin to like closer to the trailer, so it has 3 axles plus 1 flip, but not a very good trailer. I don't know, I only had 80,000 pounds and already was like way down, you know. I can do, I don't know, 100,000 on my trailer. It doesn't have such a big bow, and it's not an extendable trailer, and it has then later I found that it had a slight leak somewhere in the air system because all my pressure was gone overnight when I was sitting with this one. So I don't know, it's a very weird trailer. But it's a modular design, right? So I brought this one, and now I have mine, and I'm heading to the south of the US, and there should be a machine coming back, like my kind of a load. Anyway, so I already have all these bungee cords, and now it's like 7:30. I just checked my Google. What's the sunset time for Fort Erie, Ontario? And it says 8:40, and it's 2 hours away, like that from here. So I better start trucking because I need to be at the border so I can, because I need tomorrow, I need to reach Virginia, because you cannot drive in Virginia on Sunday, so I cannot enter Virginia. But the border with Virginia is conveniently located at 500 miles from the pilot in Fort Erie. So if I don't go to the pilot today, then tomorrow I'll have to do more than 500 miles, which I don't want to do, because this thing will be catching lots of wind, and I'm pretty sure I'll be stopping 2, 3, 4, 5 T number of times to, you know, deal with the tarps, because usually they start pulling out on the sides. Anyway, just wanted to show you what I'm gonna do with the straps. Yeah, I did a video a long time ago about this, right? This is the trick that a guy in Saskatchewan, a hay farmer taught me this trick when I was picking up a super duper profitable loads for Landstar out of, you know, like back then I was doing lots of loads to Western Canada. I cannot do them now. Well, I can do, but they don't recognize this pusher axle, right? So I can only do a light load over there. But back then I had a 3-axle trailer, 3-axle truck, so I was okay. 3-axle truck is, you know, just what they use over there. But they would pay good money. Yeah, I decided to forego my gloves because I already look like a monkey. And on the way back, it was always cheap stuff, right? Hay, some feeding stuff, you know. And so once I was doing this, and the bales were very tall, and this guy loaded me with a little tractor, and he was just sitting there looking at me, waiting. And with the hay, you have to put so many straps, you know. And the stuff, well, it's not as tall as this. Okay, so he showed me, and then, so basically he got tired, and he says, okay, come on, I'm gonna show you. So you do like this. But now I'm already tired, because I worked all day today. So, but the idea is this: you just create a momentum. See, beautiful. Somewhere there. And I did a video about this, and I was happy when lots of people were find it useful. You know? This was like back in the day, and I still use this method because it does work. And this allows even a person who's not too tall do it, and you don't need a lot of strength, because you're using that, you know, like a lever, right? Okay, for those who didn't catch, let me show you one more time. Yeah, the sun is already setting. I saw that, that's why I went inside the truck to check the time, and then it occurred to me, wait a second, I can do a video here. Speaking about Mustang, yeah, like I said, I disabled the comments because there was too many idiots posting there. Like, if you don't like Ford Mustang V6, why are you watching the video where the title says Ford Mustang V6? You know, don't be basically a-hole, you know. You don't like the car, go watch something else. So I disabled the comments, and now from now on there's going to be a practice on this channel. After 10 stupid, idiotic comments, the comment section will be disabled. So blame yourself, okay? But I'm extremely happy with the car, and 300 horsepower in a car, it's the same as like my pickup truck had 400 horsepower, right? But that one was like over 5,000 pounds. So lots of power. I'm just playing with the clutch is a little bit tricky on this thing, you know, even though like I deal with manual transmissions all my life, right? Well, not all my life, but I mean all my trucking life, but that thing is so touchy. And I watched some even videos, did like a refresher course, you know, on shifting, because it's a synchro transmission. And it's a 300 horsepower car. So actually I took it to a Ford dealer in my Cambridge, in the city of Cambridge. I said, guys, because I saw some videos on YouTube where it says you can adjust the position of the clutch, you know, to reduce the, I thought maybe I have too much free play, you know. And so gave him the car. They looked at it and they said, no, the clutch on this thing is not adjustable. I said, well, don't adjust the clutch, just adjust the pedal. He says, even the pedal is not adjustable. So what kind of setup is this? So what do you do? Well, that's it. Like, and I said, but are all these components at least within the factory spec? And the guy says, yep. So basically that told me that I just have to learn how to shift. So one more upgrade is coming. Okay, where's my D-ring? Over there. Okay, one more time. You see, like this, hold like this, re-grab, and the longer this thing is, the more powerful, the faster this thing will fly. Like, if you're not careful, you can kill a mosquito somewhere over there. Oh. That's not good. Probably got stuck on the roof. I hate this stuff. Yeah, normally I rarely do 3 in a row. Yeah, because it's you know, it's tricky. Requires good coordination, and you gotta be, you know, 100%. So yeah, I look forward to this trip, even though it's gonna be a little bit rush, but you know, 500 miles tomorrow, and then 350 miles Monday I gotta do to be at this place somewhere around, I'm guessing, like 4 or 5 o'clock Monday. So this should be good. Okay, one more time. All right. Where's my D-ring? Over there. Come on. Bloody hell, as they say in UK. So yeah, what while I'm doing this, I already did an upgrade. I mean, I ordered the upgrade. It's been shipped from California. I'm not a fan of Bola exhaust. I like Flowmaster with the high horsepower engines. Flowmaster works great with low power engines. I use SpinTech. That's me. I don't care what anybody else uses. That's what I like. That's what Heavy Hole TV likes. That's what Admiral Sergei likes. Roger that. 10-4. It's American Thunder kit. $620 US. I call them directly. Got a $50 discount. Free shipping anywhere within US by UPS. Beautiful. And actually, I did not know that I'll be working this time. So I was planning a trip in my Mazda. Sorry, Mazda. In my Mustang. All right, I think now I got it. So I planned a trip in the Mustang to go, you know, across the border. And yet not 100%. Look at this. All right. Okay. And so yeah, talked to my boss. He says, well, he has nobody, so we gotta do this load. I said, I need a stop in New York, then on the way back. And he says, okay. And so he gave me a load where I can pretty much drive straight back and stop in New York and pick up my exhaust. Actually, it might be a good thing that I'm doing it in my truck, because I remember when I did this for Dodge Ram, right? I did the same thing. I had it shipped to New York State, and the package was pretty big, you know. So of course you know that Mustang is doesn't have too much room inside. Now again, despite what some bad people think, I'm not the only one who likes this car. The other day I was just walking from the grocery store, and I was walking towards my car, and I see an older guy, like maybe in his early 60s. He's walking ahead of me and past my car, and he's like looking at it really intensely, you know. And he looks and he walks and he keeps turning his head And then by that time I reached my car, and he saw me opening the door, putting my purchases in, and he says, "Excuse me." He comes over, he says, "Excuse me, this is such a beautiful car." Like, I'm not making this up. He says, "Such a beautiful car. What year is this?" And this was the second day after I got it. I said, "I just got it yesterday." And he says, "Great." And then another time I went to Starbucks and I parked the car like a little bit off away, so I don't want people to hit it, right? You know how, I don't know how other guys, but when I buy a new car, I always first super careful, never park it close to the, you know, coffee shop or restaurant. And there were two women, two girls sitting in the window, and they kept looking at the car. And then of course they kept looking at the handsome devil who was lucky enough to own this fine automobile. And on that particular day I decided to be fashionable. So my car is black, so I had the black jeans, black pants, black socks, sorry, and my sneakers are black, and I had a black t-shirt. Oh, and I had a black baseball hat, you know, that I got for free from Shell. So no wonder they were staring. Maybe they were not even staring at the car. Anyway, don't get me started. So yeah, the exhaust is coming. I think we're gonna do it somewhere here. The exhaust is coming, and I already have the K&N filter, which, despite what some uneducated people think, does affect the sound of your exhaust. You should try it. Now another idiot says, "I don't understand. You did not like the ride on your Mazda and you switched to Ford Mustang." Well, I'm not sure, like, what kind of grades were you getting in high school? Like, were there any subjects at all that you were good at, or like, what was the story, you know? Because if you watch the video where I was picking up the car, Mustang has a 17-inch tires with a much bigger with a much bigger sidewall. And in case you missed this in school, listen up. Sidewall is what is extremely important for the ride of your car. So that's why I did not like the Dodge Challenger, where I went for test drive, right? Because it had a super fancy but very low profile tires with awful ride. And so Mustang rides actually much better than the Mazda. I kid you not. Alrighty. Now this one we're gonna put somewhere here. All right. Jesus, I'm all dirty. I need to take a shower. And all right, half a turn, as they taught us. Otherwise, the straps start getting loose from the wind. Stay. Now hook up the chain. And of course, the reason I'm doing this is because my straps are 30 feet long. But it's not, this is not a major problem. I just use chains. I don't want it to turn. Why are you turning? One more. Now you might wonder, why am I putting the ratchet first? Well, it's because I do this for a living, ladies and gentlemen. And when I try to put the first, I don't know why, but I try to put the chain over here without the binder. And guess what? The whole thing just slid over, and I had to throw it again. But I discovered that when you put the ratchet on that side, the ratchet is not too heavy by itself, and so even without the chain on this side, it does not slide. See, the same story. Okay. Yeah, I want it to be like that. And so yeah, now I have to do this. Like I said, of course it would be easier if I had the longer straps. But if you saw if you look at my videos, most of the time I deal with machinery, right? I hate this stuff, but sometimes somebody gotta do it. Ah, that's good enough. Oh, perfect. I just wanted the strap to push this, because this area, I know, even though I put so many cords in there, yeah, this is good. Yeah, this stuff is not good, but maybe I'll just cut it. Okay, the last thing I gotta do is just put 4 flags, and then I can start driving. Wow, the load looks good. Yeah, of course, you know, this is not like an admiral should not look like this. So yeah, today I'm not an admiral. Today I'm probably a staff sergeant. Alright, so my rear is too low. Yeah, and I'm gonna replace this tire. So somebody missed the previous video, so this tire was over there. And I ran it flat. I did not notice that it was flat because I had a very light load. And then when I did notice it, I fixed it. And at first it looked cool, but then it started developing these valleys and hills, you know. So new tire is in the cards. Wow, I feel like dancing in the rain. But yeah, there's no rain in sight. Well, one thing I don't like is this, but I had to make that tight. See how cleverly you fold it like an envelope? And that's why I wanted this to be turned so that it's pushing over there, see? But there's so much force when you drive it, you know, on the freeway. So I try to tuck it in like as good as I could. We'll see what happens when I start driving. Yeah, you guys don't often see this, right? But now I had to drive it after dark because I need to get to the border, and my load is not that wide. So we're following all the rules. I got all my lights, and I'm causing quite a stir because people are afraid to pass me. You know, they look at the lights, and as usual, they're hypnotized by the flashing lights. And at night, it seems like you're flying at 200 kilometers an hour, you know? Whereas I'm only doing 96, which is less than 60 miles an hour. And the message of the day is don't drink and drive. And I see a lot of weird, you know, behavior on the road. Like people are going towards the lines, you know. I don't think they're tipsy or something. They're probably just looking at their phone. By going over this bridge, Sky Bridge. So this is QEW, Queen Elizabeth Way in Hamilton, Ontario, eastbound. I wish they would use some kind of creative lights in here. No. It's a pretty big bridge, and sometimes when it's windy, you know, it tosses, can toss your car like left and right. Not a truck, but if you have a driver and trailer, you gotta be careful too. And they put signs up warning people when the winds are high, because yeah, the bridge is so tall. I'm just going over the water.
that's Hamilton over there, those lights. Yeah, I'm just trying to get to nearest truck stop. I thought I would make it to the Pilot in Fort Erie, but no, that's too far. I'm gonna shut down somewhere in St. Catharines, which is 57 kilometers or 35 miles away. So one of those days, you know, sometimes you gotta work hard even when you're an admiral. So thanks for watching, stay tuned for more.